Hi, I'm Shai Ruparel. I organize Local Hack Day. I've also organized Revolution UC. I know the people who are following me. I founded a hackathon in Cincinnati. They're here, right there. They're awesome. Everyone should go hang out with them. Currently, I work for HackNY. I organize the HackNY hackathon and the fellowship, and I organized Local Hack Day. So, kind of the big vision with Local Hack Day is that it should be really the springboard that inspires less traditional hackathons. The hackathon model has really gotten a little stale. And with Local Hack Day, we really tried something that was a little different, and we proved that you can do that, and it can work, and it can be immensely successful. So let's provide context first. How many people haven't organized a hackathon yet and are here kind of wanting to learn for the first time? That's awesome. You guys all rock. So something fun, a year ago, you can see that blue fuzzy thing in the side of that image. That was me. That's the best photo of myself I can find from Hackcon 1. That's how not into the scene I was at that point. I'd never organized a single developer event. So at that day, we heard a lot of great talks, and kind of one of the bigger things that came up was we have these big events, and the big events are all fighting for scheduling issues. And the smaller events were kind of being drowned out. There was no collateral in terms of when do we schedule. MHacks was stealing stuff from tiny things. So I probably said this at some point in time. Let's set a day and put all of the small hackathons together. Then we can collaborate and not poach attendees from each other. So that brings us to Local Hack Day version 0.1. This was the idea I proposed to Swift that he mentioned at the beginning of the talk. Local Hack Day version 0.1, totally not possible anymore. We have an obscene amount of hackathons happening. This is last semester. Getting everyone to coordinate and setting aside one day to put all of the small hackathons together, I don't think we really need to do it. And we couldn't, even if we wanted to. So Local Hack Day 0.5. This was at McGill where we came up with this idea at McHacks. We decided to change Local Hack Day into more of a celebration of the community. The community is the best part of hackathons, and there wasn't really a day where all of us came together to really focus on that. And we also wanted to be the largest day of student hacking yet by distributing everything across multiple campuses. So we did some further refinement about the summer of this year, or last year. We came up with the final version of what Local Hack Day looks like, Local Hack Day 1.0. We kept up that initial thought process of let's celebrate the community. The community is why we're all here, so it should be at the forefront. We wanted to change to more enabling the largest amount of student hackers possible. And we also wanted to make this event the most easy event possible for a first-time organizer. Organizing your first event is really, really hard. Having done an event by myself after a HackCon, it's kind of scary. It's terrifying. You have to work with administrators. You have to prove yourself. And so we wanted to lower that bar as much as possible. And then we also wanted to create an education platform for new hackers that they could use independently of whatever event they were at. So the logistics of Local Hack Day, we were all throughout the map, all over the US and Canada. Before we started Local Hack Day, we decided we wanted to get 5 schools on board. That was really, really, really hard. I ended up reaching out to 39 schools before we managed to get an initial 5 people to commit. And we launched those 5 people with no venue, just a general promise that someone at some point in time will take care of this and you'll have a Local Hack Day at that school. I spent a lot of time on Facebook. This is all of the Facebook chats that I have labeled Local Hack Day. There are a lot. I probably spent too much time on Facebook, but as a nice result, I could say that my time on Facebook was actually work, which is something I don't think anyone else can say, except maybe Dave. So we launched the website. We launched the Local Hack Day website. We did some marketing blitz, which resulted in 66 independent schools reaching out to us, asking to be part of the event. We had an estimated attendance of about 1,152, with a portion of our schools reporting in. 66 of those schools, like I said, independently reached out to me wanting to host an event, which led to about 105 schools that I probably had a conversation with regarding Local Hack Day over the last 4 to 5 months. We ended up narrowing that down to 34, which I think kind of reveals one of the first problems with Local Hack Day, which is our conversion rate. Our conversion rate was really much smaller than I'd like, and it's something we're improving to fix. We're planning to improve and fix. Our live stream that we hosted during the day, we hosted it across multiple time zones. So it started at 9 a.m. in the morning in the New York time zone in EST, and then it ended at 9 p.m. in the evening in California, which meant us in New York were going until midnight. We managed to get 1,921 views of that stream. We then put out all of our content and we cut it up. That's only been available for about a week and a half at this point, and it's had 160 views as of this date. So let's talk problems. Local Hack Day had a couple of problems, mainly communication. Facebook chat. Facebook chat is awful. So having used Facebook chat as my primary means of communication for 4 months about work stuff, it's really, really difficult. There's no decent search function. I type in Local Hack Day into the search box of Facebook chat, and it only gives me 20 chats, yet I've had 105. Like, I know that I have 105. I have a Google document telling me I've had 105, but that's the best that I can get. There's no way to easily search the content of it. Everything kind of gets lost. If you have a lot of notifications about chats, a lot of things get noticed. Email is a much cleaner system. Unfortunately, email just isn't an efficient way to get information back from fellow organizers in a timely manner. And we would need information in a timely manner to do things like distributing swag. So yeah, we would need things like mailing addresses. We would need estimated. So we would need things like mailing addresses. We would need estimated attendance counts, things that I hadn't really proactively thought about asking for, which meant we didn't have them until too late. And so getting that information took a lot of time and a lot of energy. A lot of effort was spent hunting everyone down and getting everyone to fill out the information at the last minute. The same problem happened with coordinating talks. Getting our speakers to be able to attend was also kind of a problem and involved a lot of time on Facebook, leveraging a lot of the community. We definitely had one mishap. Unfortunately, Randall Hunt slept in. It's also his birthday, by the way, so everyone should tweet at JR Hunt, happy birthday. And so we would have to reschedule talks around that kind of thing. But all of that communication was done through Facebook, which meant keeping track of it was much more difficult than it should have been. I suddenly have empathy for Swift and Nick. Swift and Nick do this on a much bigger scale than I did, dealing with sanctioning events, and they have much better processes and tooling for it. But I started to begin understanding that process. So after the event, we did an organizer survey. We managed to hear back from 28 organizers. Heads up, I am going to be quoting a lot of you in the audience, so look out for that. We asked, what worked really well for Local Hack Day? A lot of people really enjoyed the fact that it was on campus, that there was no travel. They loved the workshops. They loved the shortened time period. And everyone loves the hats. There's a Hackathon Hatters subgroup on Facebook right now, which you're only allowed to use the word hat in. If you use another word, you'll get in trouble and potentially blocked. I know this from firsthand experience. We asked what could be improved, and this is where things start to get really inconsistent, which I think kind of shows the problem with the communication, and the communication not really being standardized. We heard that the workshops were confusing, that things were unclear, that people wanted the schedule earlier, that people wanted more individual attention. Regarding my communication, that's all over the place. I was either like really, really excellent, okay, just about right, or like completely awful, depending on who I was talking to and who responded. And then, but overall, completely majority of the event, local Hack Day organizers said, yeah, we would rehost if the date was different. We would absolutely rehost. We would 100% do local Hack Day again. So a big announcement. This is probably going to be the last time you hear the phrase "one more thing." ... today. We're going to be doing local Hack Day one more time, and we're going to be hosting that October 10th. Local Hack Day version 2.0. Yeah. So we have a couple brand new goals that we want to set. We want to improve hacker happiness. This is something that we always want to do at Major League Hacking, is improve hacker happiness. There are a lot of really cool ways that we're going to do to focus on this. We're definitely going to make sure that we diversify the workshops in terms of content and speakers. We're going to be being more transparent about a lot of things, about scheduling. We're going to be improving the organizer experience, so this is something you guys should be excited about. We'll be making an attempt to be much more transparent and much more consistent with all things local Hack Day, doing things like making our timeline totally public and available, trying to convert, so the information that we need, that we now know we need to do the event, we'll ask for once. There should be no more last minute struggles to collect that information. And we're also going to be expanding. So this year we had 34 local Hack Days, 15 of which were completely new events too, which is absolutely amazing. The 15 of those schools had never hosted a local Hack Day before. I'm wanting to double that to 70. I think definitely with Europe we can make that happen. We can start in the European time zone and come all the way into North America, which would technically make local Hack Day a 24-hour-ish event around the world. And then I also want to double our attendees from 1,152-ish to 2,300. So those are my big goals. Try and stay clear of October 10th when you guys are booking your venues, and there'll be more information about logistical details of how to get involved. I'd love to see everyone here be a part of local Hack Day at our next one, and that would be really great. So if anyone has any questions, I can take them now. We didn't. Is Juan in here? So someone asked if we had a hackathon or a local Hack Day in Mexico. Juan is going to make one happen this time around. We're gonna expand there, definitely. Cool, let's give it up for Shai. Thanks.